fights and a world championship for his native Ukraine. He was also a member of the Ukrainian Olympic team back in 2012. Hitrov has been very busy since turning pro just 16 months ago. All 9 fights. You're probably going to like this guy, Steve. Take us behind the numbers.
But Hitrov, Barry, they're good numbers. A great 8. Last time out, Hitrov went 8 hard rounds before stopped power puncher Jorge Melendez. It was easily his toughest opponent to date, and it made for a great learning experience. One southpaw. This will be Hitrov's second bout as a pro against a lefty. In June 2014, he KO'd a decent southpaw in Chris Chapman. And rapid movement. It's mid-April, and this will be Hitrov's 3rd fight of 2015. At this pace, he could be a legit contender, Barry, by the end of the year.
All right, that's the setup for our second fight of the evening. Once more for the introduction.
Box, the new generation continues with 8 rounds scheduled in the middleweight division. It is being brought to you by Lou DiBella's DiBella Entertainment in association with Fight Promotions Inc. and Showtime, along with their great sponsor, Manfredi Auto Group. Our 3 judges scoring on a 10-point must system will be Joe Pasquale, John Potteray, and Waleska Roldan. Our referee in charge, the 3rd man in the ring, will be Earl Brown. £60.5 pounds. Coming to us from Hayward, California, he brings a undefeated record with 9 wins, 1 draw, with 6 of his 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aaron Heavy Metal Cooley. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing red with black and weighed in at 161.5 pounds. Hailing from Kryvyi Rog, Ukraine, he is undefeated. Lion Hitrov.
All right, fighters, let's go. Fighters, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, gentlemen, you receive your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Pitch them up. All right.
The no rule different here in New York. Before the start of 5, no contest. After that, we go to the cards, Barry.
All right, so Evgeny Hitrov, cut from the same cloth as Sergey Derevnyoshin. How did I do with that? Who we just saw, who we just saw a moment ago. And this guy is no nonsense. Also on a fast track.
Well, a couple of Hitrov's biggest wins were first-round knockouts.
So far, Couli being smart, tying him up on the inside. That's what you got to do with a guy like with the Lion, like Hitrov, using his long arms, his long jab. Let's see how long he could do that before Hitrov closes the gap.
Now, one of the things you have to like about Hitrov, he's very patient, even as a young fighter.
Yes, takes his time. If you see guy throws wild shots or he gets caught, he has no facial expression.
About him being an Olympian, and Couli fought the U.S. Nationals. He was not a bad amateur himself.
Good right hand of the body by Hitrov.
And the pro experience, not very many rounds for Hitrov. That's because he scored knockouts in all 9 of his bouts. Couli has not been all that busy since turning pro in 2012.
Works in the gym with Virgil Hunter, but Eddie Croft is the man in his corner.
Something to look for early in this fight. Hitrov's trainer, Gary Stark, says Hitrov finds very creative ways to bang to the body, and he likes punching to the midsection.
Hitrov so far has made Couli miss. That's how Couli turned the right hand.
Couli holds him there. He's gotta keep turning him. Couli cannot get involved in a slugfest, especially early with Hitrov. Everything changes when a guy like Hitrov has power. Don't matter what kind of plan you got, even if you're losing the fight. One punch changes everything with the power that Hitrov has.
Good job by Couli.
That happens to be Hitrov's #1 weapon.
Yes, that pinpoint right hand down the middle. Couli's a little bit awkward. A little bit awkwardness to him.
All told, not a bad first round for Couli.
Hey, go, man. Good round. But look, off that tight turn on the inside, you got it. You know what I mean?
Stick the jab and turn to my strong side. Make sure I stay in my range and not his. When he get close, tie him up. Don't let him get nothing. Let him know I'm the stronger fighter.
I'd say most of that he did in the first round.
Yeah, he did. He's fighting a pretty smart fight so far, Couli, but it's only the first round.
Let's go. Stay left. Let's go.
Hitrov was actually scheduled for 10 the last fight.
Interesting stat here from round 1. In his last fight, Hitrov averaged 82 punches a round. That's a lot. In round 1 tonight, fighting the southpaw who's moving, he threw 50 punches. So, as Barry said, Couli's doing some things right. I don't think he can win this fight unless he puts a little bit of hurt on Hitrov.
Got to give a little bit more head movement. He's coming in too straight. He just got hit again with the left hand by Couli.
But which is what his corner had told him. Well, you know, one thing you got to say about Couli, he came in here with an idea of what he needs to do. There was a good right hand. That's a game changer right there.
I prefer a left-hander moving to his right, his jab hand. But he's moving to his left. He keeps moving that. He's going to keep getting caught. Watch Hitrov catch him. He's trying to set him up, catch him with the straight right hand. That's his power punch. That's his favorite punch.
And Hitrov also showing that he can learn, because he got hit with a couple of left hands. And the third time, Couli threw the left hand. Hitrov landed that right.
And Couli is starting to feel Hitrov's power here. That one a little bit short from Hitrov.
Hitrov reach, then let his home run punches go.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too anxious so far in this fight, Hitrov.
Well, he has no choice. With a guy like that, like Couli, he's tall, he's giving a lot of movement. It's going to be awkward to him. You know, you got to keep pressing, because before you know it, 4 or 5 rounds have passed, and you haven't got close, then the fight will be over. So he's got to hurry up and be smart about it.
He's on the gas a little bit more here in round 2.
See, now he's getting a little bit heavy. He's getting under that jab. Yeah, pretty soon he's going to need it. I think you see he's slowing down already. He's already slowing down. He's standing more in the pocket. And that's when Hitrov is dangerous. You know, what I like about Hitrov, you know, he keeps trying. He don't get discouraged. Like in the Melendez fight, he learned a lot from that fight. At times, Melendez caught him, but he caught his composure again and got the win.
But he is missing a lot in this fight so far.
Yes, he is.
You gotta still give me that jab. That's what's going to upset him. You hear me?
Nice and relaxed.
Don't just walk in. Give me side time over, but you got to use Set up what you want. You got to touch him, all right? Use your jab. Set him up. Give him face. Use your jab. You hear me? He's getting tired now. Let's go. You hurt him 2 times.
Action from round 2. The left hand misses. He almost suckered Couli into throwing that left hand because he was waiting for the counter right. He knew that if he stepped in, he'd be within range. That's what a good counter puncher does. He suckers you in and he stays in range so you think you can hit him, and then he bang.
More effective second round from Hitra.
The big difference between Couli and Melendez, who we've referred to a couple of times. Melendez a better offensive fighter than Couli, but easy to hit. But Melendez hurt Hitrov in that fight, especially to the body. I don't think Couli has that kind of power. But he's elusive.
Very much so, yeah. He really has caused Hitrov to miss a lot of punches.
Yeah, he gives you that little subtle movement. He throws his combination, gives you a little step to the right, to the left, and that offset.
Off to jab his way in, not necessarily to land the jab, because it's hard to do that against a lefty, but to set up the rest of his punches and to get the range right.
Exactly. Just keep touching him with the jab, and attack the body first. Forget about the head. He's too high up. If you see, he kind of fights tall, Couli. So attack the body. Keep attacking the body before you think about going to the head.
I think that's what he's trying to do here. He took a counter left hand from Couli there.
And he's got to throw more punches, not 1 or 2 single shots. Hitrov, sometimes he tends to fall in love too much with his power, and then he gets countered by leads.
That's the kind of jump up in class it is.
The only thing I can say is Kershaw's got a 6-point ERA this year.
I should have said Madison Bumgarner. I'm sorry, Barry. In respect to you.
1 game, he's got a 6-point ERA. Good right hand there from Hitrov.
Couli's never been down or cut against very limited opposition. This round, Couli's throwing a lot more punches than Hitrov, but I think they're relatively meaningless punches. He's not landing them, and there's not a lot on them anyway.
But
so far in this round, Hitrov not able to do very much.
No.
No, he can't find the range because when Couli's moving, he's too far away, and then when Hitrov gets close, Couli ties him up. And Hitrov, by the way, is not listening to Gary Stark because he's not jabbing his way in.
There was a combination. That short right hand got Couli's attention. Wild left misses, but right hand scores. Biggest punch of the fight from Hitrov. Still to come, we're going to see the hometown guy. That is Frank Galarza, and that is his nephew, Eldon, alongside. Another one of the good guys. You know, we always say this sport is full of good guys. He's one of them.
He looks like The Rock. I'm sorry. I said it last time. I'm saying it again.
He does.
He looks like The Rock.
He does.
He can't touch you. He can't touch you if you fight smart.
I gave him the round, but I thought he needed that last little rally.
I think that's what won him the round. That last little rally by Hitrov. That's what he's got to do. He rubbed him there with Couli. Push him off.
I say stop punching, please.
Make it a dogfight. He's got to push him off that balance. He's letting Couli think too much.
Listen, you are holding entirely too much, all right? Don't force me to get involved in this, all right? Stop the holding, all right? Fight.
The warning from Earl Brown to Couli about holding.
That's a key moment. Power punch is 23, Couli 21, but all power punches are not alike. Hitrov's are much harder. So the numbers can be deceiving.
Yeah, Hitrov cannot afford to get frustrated with him. I can see a little bit of sense of frustration.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to turn it into a brawl.
Right. I mean, he needs to do that, but he needs to be calm about it, be smart about it. Get close, a smart way, give him head movement, keep touching him, but don't show signs of frustration. Don't show the other fighter that. And Couli still remains very relaxed.
Absolutely.
I got to give him that because he's fighting a potential star here. A lot of hype behind Hitrov.
A lot of wild punches from Hitrov. There's a double jab.
He's missing a lot.
Yeah, he is. Missed with the uppercut.
Cody's stiff arming up there with the jab, just holding with the jab. When a guy does that, you know what to do? You want to play that game? You hook the elbow. Hey, the elbow breaks and he gets hurt. This is boxing. He's playing dirty. I'm going to play dirty too.
Not that Raul would ever have done it.
No, of course not.
No.
Our Raul.
Hitrov is too flat-footed. He needs to get more on his toes and give him a little bit of movement. You know, when you follow on a guy, he's plodding too much. You gotta do a little bit in and out on your toes, be more fluid, faster on his feet. That's the way he's gonna get closer to Couli.
Starting to set down his punches a little bit more, a little more crisp punches. That one over the top. I thought this is a much more effective round for Hitrov.
A few jabs from Hitrov. His corner wants him to jab his way in. Easier said than done against the lefty. The power shots again. Hitrov missing a lot. 24% is not real high. But when he lands his 38 power shots, they're a lot harder shots than Couli's 25 have been. And the body punching to Hitrov also. These numbers back up my card. I have Hitrov winning every round, even if he hasn't looked all that good at doing it.
Well, here we see Couli. So far, Couli, honestly, he should be happy that so far he's got 4 rounds with Hitrov, but he needs to keep boxing. He needs to throw more punches, be more effective with his shots. He's not putting any hurt on Hitrov. Hitrov needs to close the gap.
I must say, I give the first round to Couli. Since then, I've given everything to Hitrov.
I did too. I did too.
Couli seemed to be a little bit more effective, settling down a little bit more in the last couple minutes of that last round.
See, there we see Hitrov. He continues to go to the head first. Just touch him with the jab. Aim at the chest. Keep touching the jab. Have him where he wants him, then you start going to the head. See, there he's aiming for the head again. He misses. He misses by maybe a quarter of an inch every time he throws for the head. Sometimes he catches him.
You know what, though? I really have the feeling this is really a good test for Hitrov.
It is. It is.
No, I totally agree.
Oh. I mean, he's winning. A little bit of a sloppy fight, but Couli's style is difficult. Not making it easy.
Next time Couli grabs.
I would have to think he would.
Hitrov's corner wanted more body work in between rounds. There it is. It comes underneath with it right there.
Behind the double jab. Right hand from Hitrov.
Look at that. See, now Couli, he's trying to do anything in the body. He's got power. See what that's exact. Nice little angle there.
He's got him turn, just missed with the right hand.
See, he doesn't have to load up with every shot. Just rack up that tap and boom.
Couli seems to me as though he's slow to step here. 4-punch combination from Hitrov.
That's what he needs. You stay busy like that. Keep working him, keep chopping him down. Just like a tree. Start from the bottom and go up to the head.
There was a good right hand. Good solid right hand. But Couli didn't take a backward step. Wild right hand missed.
Couli's been 6 rounds once. That's the furthest he's ever been. This fight scheduled for 8. This is not a guy you want to be in with in the longest fight of your career.
Hitrov got a good rhythm in this round. He needs to continue that.
right? Listen here. Right now, okay? 'Cause what I need you to do is if you miss him, you gotta make him pay, and you gotta make him pay with some hard, short shots. Right now, you're gonna make a choice to either change your life or just fight the fight to survive, all right? If you win this fight, it's gonna change your life. But now you gotta get him out of here. You hear me? You gotta get him out of here now, okay?
Eddie Crawford, some strong words for Couli.
That's your guy.
He's a good trainer. He's been a boxer. Whatever it takes to motivate your fighter. You got to be a good cheerleader in there too.
Yeah, Eddie doing a very nice job in the Bay Area. He's got a number of people now working out of Virgil Hunter's gym, as we said.
The only problem I have with Eddie Crawford's advice to Couli is that he said you got to get him out of there. Of course, he does. He's not going to win the fight on points. But I don't think he's capable of getting him out of there. I don't think he has the punch.
Yeah, that's always a problem. And then you get a guy too brave, and all of a sudden.
Right hand by Couli now. What if Couli had some power?
Well, Hitrov did not take a backward step with that shot. There's a right hand from Hitrov.
Another right hand.
Hitrov's going downstairs a lot now.
That's the key, the body punching. And like his trainer, Gary Stark was saying, not to the side. You know, when you throw body shots to the side, your elbows, your arms block some of them shots, but come up the middle, come up the solar plex. If you catch a guy coming in with a shot down the Hitrov.
Good body shot from Couli.
Couli did it back.
Yeah.
Even though Hitrov has a lot of first and second round knockouts, he's going to be the kind of guy that wears down his opponents. He's not a huge puncher.
Well, basically, that's what he did against Melendez.
Yeah, exactly. It was his toughest fight. So he's not getting the Golovkin in there. He's not going to knock you out with pure.
Oh, good left hand. That hurt Couli. Couli back against the ropes. Now we'll see if Hitrov can finish. Couli, his legs are not in good shape here. I don't believe it will take very much for Hitrov to get him out of there.
Yeah, one more good shot. He looks shaky in there.
Still doesn't have his legs back.
No. And he's moving right into his right hand.
Left. Came with a left hand.
Couli still has the presence of mind, though, to be a little slippery.
Yeah, there's another good right hand.
Probably delaying the inevitable.
Seems as though that's the case. This is round 6. Remember, we're going 8. And after this round, it's uncharted waters. We are here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm Barry Tompkins, along with my partner, Steve Farhood, and El Campeon, Raul Marquez. We are watching our second fight of the evening between Evgeny Hitrov and Aaron Couli. Couli, an undefeated fighter who has been nothing if not game. And Hitrov rather undefeated 9 fights as well with 9 knockouts.
He's all right. Hey. Let's get this motherfucker out of here. That's how you're going to win now, okay?
So Couli comes to the 7th round for the first time in his career. Again, Eddie Croft telling Aaron Couli, you got to get him out of there. Easier said than done.
There's just not a lot of power in Couli's shots. Last 3 rounds, total connects, 72-27 for Hitrov.
I'd like to see more speed. Got 2 rounds on Hitrov. He could stop this guy. Pick up his rate, his activity rate, but more speed. Not every shot has to be hard. See, that was a straight lead. That was a hard shot, but he needs to mix it up. 3, 4, 5 speed. Flurries. Back him up, rough him up.
It's interesting, Raul, that you said rough him up, because it seems like Hitrov is not intent on getting inside.
Not doing it.
Couli now breathing through his mouth. I think if he's not on empty, he doesn't have much more than a quarter of a tank left.
Really?
He's in survival mode. And he might be the first guy that takes Hitrov the distance.
You know what? And I hate to say it, but in its own way, that could be a badge of honor. You know, it could get him more fights.
And I really thought Hitrov had more power than, I thought he had that one punch. He's done it before with other guys, but yes.
You wouldn't think he was a big puncher, judging by what we've seen tonight.
No, I remember the first time I saw him, he knocked out a guy in 1 round, and then paralyzed. I said, man, this guy, he's a monster.
Straight right hand.
But obviously the level of opponents are different, even though Couli hasn't fought a lot of named guys, but he's given Hitrov the round that we need to see him be in,
One thing that
grab him to hold on. Again, the way you keep a guy without holding on to you, pick up the speed rate, a lot of punches and just push him off. That's what I'm talking about. Right there, real busy.
got a left hand again from Couli.
He's tough.
Oh. Yeah, you got to give it up for Couli. Not winning the rounds, but he's upright.
Deep breath. Nice and relaxed. Some water. All right, Shaq, let's go, baby. Let's pick up them combos now. Yeah. Last round.
All right? So look. Let it go. When you turn, okay, those sharp turns, that's when you got to let the hard punch.
Got it?
All right, let's go. Big round, Shaq.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Come on, second. Let's go. Come on, guys. Touch love. Last round, guys. Last round.
8th and final round. They touch gloves in the center of the ring, and here we go. Hitrov trying to keep that perfect record of knockouts in every fight that he's had. Couli trying to be the first to survive.
But there's a lesson to be learned here, and that's that despite all those, that 500 amateur fights back on for Hitrov, this is the pro game. He's fighting a tricky southpaw. The only southpaw he fought before this was an aggressive southpaw. There's still a lot to learn, despite all those amateur fights and facing all those different styles as an amateur.
And that, honestly, that seems to amaze me, because when you got 500 amateur fights, I mean, you fight the Cuban, you fight the best, and it's a fast-paced fight. When you fight tall, lanky guys like that are awkward, and obviously he's figured them out, and he couldn't figure this guy out in 8 rounds. So
Yeah, no, that's
it is a
exactly
learning
right.
experience for Hitrov.
It's a learning experience for Couli.
No knockdown. Fight.
I think Hitrov might be a little bit tired, too. A lot of arm swinging from Hitrov now. Couli again with a counter punch.
He takes a good shot, too, man. He got here with some solid shots, and he's standing his ground. Look at him.
No, I think it's good for both these guys. I think, Hitrov's going to get out of here with a win. And Couli's probably going to get more fights because of the way he conducted himself in this fight. Combination once again from Hitrov, but Couli walks away.
Used to let that line out of the cage, man. He's got 30 seconds.
Couli is really tired.
Let's go. Break. Come on, break.
Should be.
Fight.
Final 5 seconds of this fight. Couli, it appears, is going to go the distance and be the first one to do that against Hitrov. That said, we all here at least think an easy victory for Hitrov.
Yeah, I think you guys gave Couli the first round. I have it shutout 80-72, so you guys are going to be 79-73.
I think that's a cutout doll. I don't really think that's it.
We love our Paulie. And another former world champion. Maybe he's an interim champion, whatever that means now. But Andre Berto, coming off a win. Exciting fighter always.
Yep. Yep. Television friendly. So this one is in the hands of the judges. I don't think there's a big question as to how they will see this fight. And I think there's some stuff, you know, for Hitrov to take back to the drawing board and work on. Here are the numbers, Steve.
Yeah, the percentages for Hitrov not impressive. Credit, because he did take a battering to the body throughout the fight, and he lasted. But Hitrov defensively didn't look wonderful, granted against a kind of a tricky opponent, and offensively looked less than a beast. So he won almost every round on my card, but there's work to be done. And you didn't see a lot of left hooks. You saw more right hands, not surprising against the southpaw. Hunting him down, Couli either grabbed or spun off the ropes most of the fight, made it a little more difficult for Hitrov. You see Couli constantly very comfortably.
Well, that's the feeling here. The judges' scorecard still being tabulated, and we will have the decision momentarily as soon as Thomas Triver totals everything, and he is ready. So let's go to the center of the ring once more. Thomas Triver with the decision. Thomas?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Joe Pasquale scores it 78-74, and both judges John Potteray and Waleska, and still undefeated, Yevgen, the Ukrainian Lion.
So Yevgen Hitrov is a winner, and the judges saw it pretty much as we.
Pretty much they gave 1 round, 2 of them gave 1 round to Couli. One quick thought, Barry. In 2010, Derevianchenko fought Hitrov in Ukraine and beat him. Please, somebody send me a tape of that fight.
That had to be a great fight. We're going to see both these guys again. The two following Showbox. Follow Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and his legendary father in training camp, preparing for his Showtime Championship boxing debut on Saturday, April 18th. Here's a preview.
My father is a great fighter. I'm proud of my father, but it's so difficult.